Another year has passed and more than 2 million citizens in the Gaza Strip are still waiting solutions for their problems and suffering. They still wish that someday soon the inter-Palestinian disunity and the siege will come to an end. Hundreds of students were prevented from traveling abroad to complete their studies because of the closing of the Rafah border. Noteworthy that the Rafah crossing is only opened for 20 days during the last year. 300 patients died because of the lack of the power and medicine as well, and the number is still increasing as long as the Rafah crossing will keep closing. And what makes it the worst year in the Palestinian history is the last declaration for the new American President Trump, Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Given the promises to end the inter-Palestinian disunity and the siege, will the situation still the same this year too, or we will break through? To know more about Palestinians' problems and wishes for the new year, a number of Gazines were interviewed as follows.
Actually, suffering in Gaza Strip is deeper than everyone can imagine. Because here in Gaza Strip, instead of thinking about our future, our dreams, and how can make them come true, we keep thinking about the problems, the economic problems, and about blood, wars, conflicts. So it's really so challenging and so difficult for us to keep thinking just about such things.
First of all, let me say Happy New Year to our Palestinian people and to our Gaza Strip in special. Actually, there are many problems we are suffering from here in our Gaza Strip, but the most problems I suffer from is unemployment problem, because you know that I'm a graduated English student and I graduated around 4 years ago. But till the last year I couldn't have any chance to have a job. However, I applied for many jobs that are related to my major or something else. But nothing happened so far. So I wish all of these problems comes to the end very soon.
I am a university student. I live in Gaza and I study business administration. The most problem that I really wish to end it, the problem of the power. It cut off more than 16 hours daily. That means we don't have enough time to study, especially these days because we are having our mid exams, so we need the power to study.
We have a lot of a problem here in Gaza, like electricity and employment in the siege on Gaza. But the most difficult problem for me is the closure of the Rafah crossing. There are many students who study abroad and can't attend their university due to closure of the crossing, and there are many families stuck between the two sides the closure, and there are many people need treatment and are waiting to open the crossing. I wish in the new year to policymakers must work hard to alleviate the suffering about Gaza Strip and work hard to resolve all the problem which I mentioned.
In fact, it's not easy to live here in Gaza. It's like being surviving all the time. For me, my family and I moved to Gaza about 6 years ago. Since we reached here, we were trying to find a job opportunity, but it was useless. So my brothers decided to travel back to Libya. Sadly, the family divided into two parts, a part here and the other part in Libya. For me, I stayed here in Gaza. Although I'm highly educated, I speak 3 languages and I have very good experience in administration field, but despite all of this, I was not able to find the chance to work. So I had to think out of box and find another way to work. I was looking for a non-profit organization to support my own business, which I started about 1.5 years ago. It's thanks that's really worked out, but although I have my own business, but it's not going well because of the blockade and the closure of the crossings and even the bad economic situation here in Gaza.